Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis. Y'all know it's on the Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively. And let's go ahead and just talk about this amazing San Antonio game that I felt that they had to win going into it against the Houston Rockets. And it's not because of the cup, it's just in general. This is a team that you might have to go against in the playoffs, and you want to show them that you're on their level. Obviously, this is a different version of the Rockets and this is a different version of the Spurs, but both of these teams are looking at it like we want to be playoff teams. And if you want to be a playoff team, you want to feel like you can win a championship. Rockets feel like they're not that far from it. The Spurs feel like they're the new second coming of the old Spurs team, and we'll see if they can hold up to that because they 6-2, so their record is amazing. But the Rockets is only 5-3. They're not too far behind the Spurs, and that's why this game really mattered. But Houston, they won the first quarter 25-23. The Spurs won the second quarter 28-25. A good game, close, tough game from the beginning and even in the middle. Because the third quarter, the Spurs only won it by 3, 35-32. And they also won the fourth quarter 35-28. So the Spurs showed you that they can win it. But this game was crazy at the end because all those rebounds, all those turnovers, and then they was trying to cover Wemby. You know that he's taller and bigger than everybody in the NBA. So that's always going to be his advantage. But I liked his patience a lot. He was trying to take his time to make sure he was making the right decision. And sometimes you have to be in these type of situations to learn from it and to be able to watch it and see what you can do better because his passing isn't the greatest. His vision isn't the greatest, although he can be the bigger guy and can see things that the defender can't see. He's just not great at making those passes. He's just not great at dominating even in the post. It's good to see him do a post fadeaway. It's good to see him show that he's confident in that shot. But at the same time, he's not great at it, and is ways to make it frustrating and uncomfortable for him to turn that into a shot that the defense will be fine with. And I think him taking those shots and being in those situations will only help him get more moves, be able to get more counters. And that's what you really want to see him be and do when he's trying to figure out other ways to score besides being a live threat and a 3-point shooter and a pull up jump shooter when he faces up. And this is just adding another piece to the puzzle of seeing how hard he works and how hard he wants it to be one of the most unstoppable players in NBA history. He got off to a great start and then he slowed down a little bit, and now it's looking like he's figuring out more ways to be effective and efficient, just doing it in different ways. And the more things you can do and the more and as unpredictable as you can be can make defenses always figure out, man, we got to figure out something new. Because as you add, they got to find a way to cover you. They have to find a way to defend you. They have to find a way to make things difficult. And Victor just adding so much so quickly and so fast is like he's just going in the right direction to be one of the greatest players ever. He just has to stay healthy and he just has to have playoff success because the regular season stuff is already there the last couple of years. He just has to add the playoffs to his resume, and that's what they're trying to do this year. But Kevin Wayne Durant, 37 minutes, 24 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. He did have 8 turnovers, which was horrible, and a lot of them was just sloppy and predictable. But 8 of 18 from the field, 44%, 1 to 2 from 3, 50%. And he did make all his free throws again, going 7 to 7. He did have 5 personal fouls and was a -8 and plus minus. He's still trying to fit in this offense, still trying to get his shots, get his own, while still trying to fit in the flow. He's great at that, but he's still, figuring that out for this particular team. And for them to be 5-3 and they're still figuring things out, that's a good thing. Jabari Smith is back, 27 minutes, 5 points, 8 boards, 2 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover, 2 of 6 from the field, 33%, 1 from 3, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 1 personal foul, -19 and plus minus 50% from the free throw line. He didn't do much, but the rebounds really helped. It was really good to do that. It's a fundamental thing that you have to do if you want to win games. They didn't get it, but I like what he's doing defensively, and I'm liking how he's using his body and using his length. But he just has to continue to be ready to score whenever he gets his shots. And I think that he's learning that, and that's a good key to being a great player. Alperen Şengün, 36 minutes, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers. He was 10 of 22 from the field, 45%, 1 of 6 from 3, 16%, and 4 or 5 from the free throw line, 80%, 5 personal fouls, and was a minus 12 and plus minus. He's really good at what he does, and it's just good to have somebody you can throw the ball to and have good possessions come out of it. And him and Kevin Durant can be that, but you just don't want it to always be them. And Josh Okogie, he brought it defensively, and he played 25 minutes. He had 12 points. He had 3 rebounds, and 2 of them was offensive with 5 steals and 3 turnovers. When they picked him up, I felt like he was going to be a good addition to this team, and he is so far this season. 4 of 7 from the field, 57%, 2 of 3 from 3, 66%, providing spacing, providing knockdown shooting, and being able to put the ball on the floor. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 100%. He did get in foul trouble in this game, but he was a minus 14 and plus minus. And then Amen Thompson, he's showing you that he can be a better offensive player, but he still got to bring the consistency with that game to game. 39 minutes, 14.7 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 4 of 12 from the field, 33%, 2 of 4 from 3, 50%, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 6 and plus minus. Jayshawn Tate, 0 minutes played a couple seconds, so he didn't do anything because of that. Tari Eason, 25 minutes, 11 points, 2 boards, 1 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 turnovers. He's been great in the system and been a good complementary player to Şengün and the rest of the other guys he's out there with. 4 or 6 from the field. And he also went 3 or 4 from 3, and he was a minus 5 and plus minus committed. No personal fouls in those 25 minutes. Steven Adams committed 2 personal fouls, but he finished with 3 points, and he also had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 personal fouls. Clint Capella, 6 minutes, 3 rebounds. They all was offensive with an assist and a block. He also was a plus 8 and plus minus. Reed Shepherd, 26 minutes, 16 points, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 8 and plus minus. 41 rebounds, 25 assists, 12 steals, 4 blocks, 23 turnovers, 39 to 85, 45% from the field, 13 to 27, 48% from 3, 19 to 21, 90% from the free throw line, and 24 personal fouls for the Rockets. They played a stellar game. It just wasn't enough, and the Spurs were just way more committed to doing whatever they could, and they just had a little bit more push. They had a little bit more energy. They had a little bit more determination, and that was the difference of how this game was sealed, signed, and delivered to the win column for the San Antonio Spurs. Harrison Barnes, 39 minutes, 24 points, 5 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, 8 of 11 from the field, 72% from the field. He's been good lately. 6 of 9 from 3, 66%, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 personal fouls, and a plus 18 and plus minus. He had a big game for them. He actually led them in scoring tonight, and that's something that he can do, especially if you leave him open and you're not paying attention to your coverage or help. And he picked them apart in this game. And I would say he had a lot of fun. He brought it defensively. Julius Champagnie was big. 31 minutes, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 1 assist, 5 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 6 of 14 from the field, 42%, 6 of 13, 46%, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, plus 13 and plus minus. He just money, man. If he's open, he's letting it fly, he's letting it go. He really brought it defensively, active hands, was really disciplined, got no personal fouls in this game while still having 5 steals and a block. He was challenging things, using his body the right way. And, man, he has been a good addition to this starting lineup so far, and we'll see how his season continues to go. Victor Wembanyama, 37 minutes, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 4 turnovers, 8 of 16 from the field, 50%, 0 of 2 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 personal fouls, and a plus 5 and plus minus. He's turned the ball over too much. I think he's still figuring things out. He's still seeing things a little bit unclear, but it's just because he's seeing different coverages and he has to be adjusted to it. He has to see it slow down for him to be able to pick the defense apart while still getting his, which is common sense to everybody that knows basketball, but you still have to say that for the casuals. Victor Wembanyama, he's been looking flawed a lot lately, and it's just because people are challenging him and seeing if he's going to make the adjustments and the adaptations that's needed to be able to win. Devin Vassell was good, 33 minutes. He had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive with 3 assists, and he did bring it with defensively. Not just because he had 4 steals, it's because he's just so long and so athletic. He forces you to pick up the ball, or he forces you to think too much, and that can always go to the advantage of the Spurs or himself. 4 of 12 from the field, 33%, 4 of 10 from 3, 40%, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 15 and plus minus. Stephon Castle, 36 minutes, 14 points, 13 assists, a double double, 6 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 steals, 1 block, 5 turnovers, a 5 of 12 shooting from the field, 41%, 0 of 4 from 3, unfortunately there, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 80% from there. 3 personal fouls and a plus 25 and plus minus. He really came up big, finding his teammates all game for good shots and good opportunities. And then he got some keyboards in this game. Kelly Olynyk, 6 minutes, 2 rebounds, 2 points in 6 minutes, 1 rebound, 101 from the field, minus 10%. Well, minus 10 and plus minus. Lindy Waters, 6 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 or 2 from the field. It was threes that he took. He took no free throws, minus 7 and plus minus. Keldon Johnson had 8 points in 27 minutes, 6 rebounds, 5 of them was offensive, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 of 8 from the field, 37%, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 personal fouls, a plus 10 in plus minus. Jeremy Shohan, 15 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 2 and plus minus. Jordan McLaughlin, 9 minutes, 9 points, the most points off the bench, but he also got 1 board, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 of 6 shooting from the field. That's excelente. 101 from 3, 100% there, minus 12 and plus minus. The bench, all the people that played was able to score in this game and help in a variety of different ways. And that's how they've been winning. They can throw so many different guys at you, have so many different guys, help out defensively because they're so fast and so quick. And that makes them tough to score on from time to time. And then Wemby, people are afraid to shoot, afraid to even attempt a shot sometimes because they know he's going to be lurking or coming over to get a block. But they did lose the rebound battle. They only had 40. They lost it by 1, not a big deal. They did also have more assists by 5. They had 30. They did have 15 steals, which is a crazy amount, but they won that one by 3. And they did have the same amount of blocks with 4. They had less turnovers by 3. And then they shot 40 of 87, 46% was higher than the Rockets, 18 of 45, 40% was lower than the Rockets, and that kept them in the game. And then 23 of 25, they attempted more free throws and made it at a 92% clip. And then 19 personal fouls, they committed less than the Rockets. This was a close one. This was a fun one, but both teams needed this win, and both teams feel good about themselves. And the Rockets was frustrated because they wanted it and they knew that they could get it, but mental breakdowns and collapses was the reason why they didn't get this. And to be honest, the San Antonio Spurs had their fair share of turnovers and collapses too mentally. The game is tough and it's hard. You have to really be believing in yourself. You have to really be able to push yourself. And the Spurs just had that burst that the Rockets just didn't have. They were just more relaxed. They were just more stuck. And the Spurs just kept playing and kept going and kept playing and making plays and making moves. And the Rockets, they're just looking and they're just seeing things and they're just not acting upon it and going about it. They just letting it happen. And the Spurs was the ones that made it happen. And sometimes that's what you have to do to win games. And the Rockets just was staring. Well, you ain't going to make a move. You ain't going to really do nothing. You ain't going to open your mouth. You ain't going to try to get something to go. Then the other team will take advantage of that and become a benefit to them. And those benefits help them close and win this game. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do have 3,000 plus videos already on my channel. Plus I try to upload videos each and every day as much as I can. And that's what I offer on this channel. All I can say now is y'all stay blessed up, y'all stay good. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continue to come back and make a time for me and caring about what I want to make and how I make it and how I want to show it to y'all. And y'all been doing it for so many years. And even the new people, I'm loving y'all energy. I'm loving how y'all feel about the channel. And I'm loving that y'all enjoying the content. That's what I make it for. And I'm just glad that I'm blessing y'all and y'all blessing me. At the end of the day, though, y'all stay blessed up. I'm going for now. Peace. And I'll see you guys later today, hopefully with more analysis.